Hello Paisanos, it's Enan63. I'm very sorry if it took this long to make an August 2025 rewind. It's because I was so busy playing through Hollow Knight Silksong. Well, first I was playing through finishing up Shinobi Art of Vegans, making my review. Then Hollow Knight Silksong came and I was just too distracted on it, just loving it and, finishing the game from start to finish. And of course, I am gonna go back and play and get the third ending, the third act of the ending, which is the post game content, which is all the side stuff, and then you get the true ending with Hornet. And yeah, and also there was my birthday, my 20th birthday, which is now over. And yeah, I was like so dang busy for the last few days with other stuff. But thankfully now I have the time to make this video. And yeah, so I'm gonna make this one a bit more faster and stuff since August there was a lot of stuff that happened here in August, but mostly it was kind of like more like medium size, not like huge size and stuff. Unlike June and April. But anyways, let's go ahead. So obviously, hello August, and as you can see, well, my birthday's already over, so yeah. Donkey Kong Country, it's TV Time Remix by Astrobu. It was really amazing. The Sounds of Link by Nethros. It was a fun animation. Maker's Restaurant Video, of course. Maker was that 2D Mario sprite animation person who made that restaurant video of an old, Flash Mario animation parody where Luigi says, Mario, I want a burger, and say, sir, this is an Italian restaurant. We don't sell that stuff. And then when the burger guy came, he said, I want a taco. And he said, I only sell burgers. And then he shot the guy. And then the taco guy came. And then he ran away and screamed. And obviously, next thing, and after that, that was August 1. Oh, yeah, and also the SpongeBob Titans of Tide announcement. Really excited to play that. I did play that SpongeBob game on the PS2 and stuff. And I thought it was, really great and stuff. I mean, I didn't call it groundbreaking, but it was still really fun experiments. And then August 2, that was August 1. So now August 2, the Donald Trump South Park parody and stuff. I don't talk about politics, but it was just a cool parody and stuff. No politics, please, just because I mentioned it. And then August 3, I finished playing Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and also it was an amazing tribute to the original 8-bit trilogy. And I also did finish playing through 2 and 3 and stuff. And yeah, then I made my review on Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and yeah. And then August 4, King of the Hill reboot begins, or so they can sell more propane accessories. But all jokes aside, though, it was really cool to see it again. And also, ironically, it's 1 month after the 4th of July day. Surprisingly, I wonder if they timed that perfectly. And then, of course, John Conroy finishing his Let's Play on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. It was honestly really amazing, and I'll go that far to say it's probably my new favorite Let's Play from him, along with his Chrono Trigger, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, most of the Mario and Luigi game series, Bowser Inside Story, and Xenoblade Chronicles and stuff. I wonder if he's going to play the definitive edition on Switch 1. And yeah. And then there was Nintendo Indie World Direct, which was great. There was Mina, the Hollower, Neverway, and UFO 50 finally on Switch that I'm all excited for. I'm excited for, these two games and stuff. And then August 7th, that was the Henry Stickman turning 5 years old. Holy crap, man. I'm really getting old, honestly. I remember playing through it and 100%ing it back in 2020 on its launch date and stuff. And I remember it got so dang popular, honestly. Everyone was, playing it. From big YouTubers, medium-sized YouTubers, and small YouTubers, everyone was playing it. It took the internet by storm. But it's a great Flash game with a lot of dedication and tribute, like with Silksong this year. And then August 8th, there was the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 6 and stuff. Yeah, trailer, USA freedom shooting and stuff, and yeah, I'm American by the way, so it doesn't really bother me. I love it. And then there's Remia's great review on the day and night cycle stuff on the Mario Kart World. I'm probably gonna stop doing Mario Kart World now because I pretty much have retired from the game. I really don't have much to do anymore, and since Nintendo I don't think it isn't caring about that game anymore, since there was a direct on the exact day of my birthday and stuff. And they show the other Mario stuff, the movie Galaxy 2 port and stuff, but not Mario Kart World DLC. But they did Bonanza DLC. And of course, I did also finish the Game Maker Studio 2 project, which I won't be revealing and stuff, but I'll probably show later this month and stuff. But it was just a personal project that I enjoyed making and stuff with Game Maker Studio and stuff, since it's been a long time since I used it, but it was fun to get back into it because the coding language was well done. It was really fun to program and stuff, and I think you can still understand it even if you don't watch any tutorial videos, since it is pretty easy to know and stuff. And the errors, when you get errors, it's pretty easy to understand them. And then there was I don't know how to pronounce that. Amazing S plus tier on Perfect Girl Ninja Guy Ragebound. Great job, man. That was great. Alan Becker's animation versus water video was a masterpiece. And then Power Guy commented on my dang tribute video on him. Just first Cryo GX on my Advent Neon, then Miles Nugget on his video on him, and now Power Guy. How the heck did I got 3 celebrities commenting on my tiny YouTube account? What? But seriously, Power Guy, thank you. I don't know, like, what the heck did I do? But I think maybe I was just showing my love and tribute and dedication. Thank you to them. And how they also inspired me to make my own video game reviews and stuff like that. But thank you, Barry. No, he's still making content and stuff. He's just not going to live stream anymore. But yeah. But yeah. And then August 10th, Splash Planet 2 came out. And it was great. It was basically just Splash Planet 1, but just better and stuff. And yeah. Dragon's Drop was there, but it's a game that just exists. It was just a game. And then I got Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. I'm currently on Chapter 5 of that game right now, but I'm not going to finish it anymore because, well, it's getting a bit too long and stuff, and I'm going to have to sadly retire and drop out. Not that I don't like it, but it's because it's kind of going a bit too long, and I'm probably going to delay to finish it up maybe next year and stuff, because it's just kind of going a bit long time and stuff. But I still loved it and the stuff. The OST especially is amazing in that game, holy crap. Especially like Tusk and Pledge of Demon and Friday Night. And happy birthday, Blue Television Games Derby. And that was the first act of August. First part of August 2025. Power Guy comment on my video. Finished my Game Maker Studio project platforming game. And UFO 50 is now on Switch 1. And yeah. The second act for August 2025 now begins here. So there was, Donkeys, Halo 2 versus Halo 3, Spaghetti and Meatballs, Still Alive, Deltarune video and stuff. Yeah, might be one of my new favorite videos from him, but the Silk Song video took as my new favorite. And, well, I already said this in my first act, August 2025. But, yeah. And also, I finally finished playing Farland's Journey. It was a fun, short 2D platformer. And I love the OST since it was from the same composer from Iron Meat, so yeah. Then there was this whole AI crap that happened. Thankfully, nothing happened. I set up both my main account and my alt account, which is 36 Nan here and stuff. For not for kids and stuff, and yeah. And then after that, I 100%ed the Contra Anniversary Collection, which I can show right here, actually. Which is right here. Oh my god, man, it took a very long time, but I did. It was just Hard Corps that took the longest because of the 4 endings and stuff. And then Rift of the Necrodancer X Everhood 1 music crossover came. I don't play this game anymore, but I will do this remix. I did play the game, like, off-camera, blindly by myself, and it was fun, but I'm not going to do Rift of the Necrodancer since I'm pretty much done with that game, and I'm now retired from playing it. And I finally finished playing through Kaze and the Wild Masks and stuff, which, you know what, I'm actually going to show the playlist right here, because honestly, just to show that I played it and stuff. But if I can find it, here it is. Kaze and the Wild Mask. It was a fun 2D platformer that was a tribute to the Donkey Kong Country games trilogy on the Super Nintendo. And also Return to Tropical Freeze. And yeah, very fun 2D platformer and a must-play if you love Donkey Kong Country series. And that was August 13th. And now August 14th, Drag X Drive. Well, I already mentioned it, but it's just kind of exists. Enter the Gungeon is now on mobile and stuff. No surprise. And then I played through 20XX, but I had to cancel my Let's Play on 20XX because it was due to the randomizer stage order. I really do like it, though. I think it was really creative. But I'm the kind of guy who prefers my stage 1 to stage 2, structure layout for a video game and stuff. No offense, but I still loved it, though. But I'm just not into the randomizer stuff. If I want to do a randomizer, I'll probably just go play a ROM hack of, like, Super Mario World or A Link to a Past randomizer and just do it right there, but just not in an official commercial game. But thankfully I made it up, though, by finishing another video game that also had Mega Man influence. That was Steel Assault, and this game was just amazing, man. Like, it was short, but it was just phenomenal. It was a great, well-done 2D platformer and stuff, and it was just amazing, honestly. It was just great, honestly. So, yeah, the pixel art, the rocking chiptune music, and the immediate, top-notch, wonderful, fast gameplay, just all amazing, despite it being short. And the pacing being great in that game. And also, I'm halfway there almost with my Mario OC, the third final act of my Mario OC and stuff. I still have to do a few more touches and stuff, and yeah. And then Deltarune Chapter 4 is Hammer of Justice by I apologize if I mispronounced that, by Rich and Thunder and stuff. It was amazing. It might be up there with It's TV Time, It's Pizza Tower, and 1000 March. And of course, It's Happy Hour. And Black Knife, because those are definitely his best remixes and stuff. And also his Metal Gear Rising Vengeance music tracks were also great. And of course, congrats to Weebros for reaching 3,000 subs. He deserves it. Sonic Mania 2 leak. The Amazing Digital Circus episode 6 is out. I already made my review on it, but I loved how Pumanoy and Jack finally had that. I'm just done with you. I'm snapping it. Here's what I actually think about you. Pumanoy basically had too much like attraction to Jax, and Jax didn't really ever cared about her from day one. But I'm not sure why did that made the internet like explode after that. Like, wasn't Jax always like that? Like, he didn't really care about anyone. He just wanted to benefit his own gain. I don't know, but yeah, but a great episode. Congrats, Gooseworks and Glitch Productions. And then Kirby King's amazing connection and reference video on Super Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Bonanza. You did a good job connecting both of those games and stuff. First, your Messenger and Sea of Stars work was amazing, and I love how you connected Odyssey and Bonanza, their timelines and stuff, and yeah, especially the New Dog City stuff, where I never knew in Odyssey there was King K. Rool. So they actually did plan that, actually. Oh, wow. Dang, Nintendo. You were definitely ahead of the curve. The 8-bit drummer playing finally a Super Mario World ROM hack, which I never expected him, but he did. Oh boy, he has a long way to catch up. He has to play through Nonsense next. And if he thinks Jump half as hard, oh boy, Nonsense is going to be something. Duck Life 4 is back on us. Duck Life 4 is back. Love the original 2012, and I'm going to love this HD clip griller. I don't remember when it comes out. No, I know not this month, not my birthday month, but probably maybe next month or after next month. I don't know. And for the first time ever, Shenpei loved one of my comments. It's Shenpei time when she made a fan art of her in a Mario costume and stuff, and yeah. And pretty much. And I finished playing through Batman, the video game on the NES. Hard, but fun and stuff. Except for the final boss. That was just way too much. And happy birthday, 8 hours, 16. Happy 20th birthday to you. Can't believe we were born in the same year. I thought you were like 2 or 3 years older than me, but no, you're the same age as me. Holy crap. And that was August 16th, so now August 17th. There's the Donkey Kong Country 3 theory by Just Tendo, where I never thought they actually planned all that. One of the rocks was there in Donkey Kong Country 3. So now I'm going to view that game in a whole new direction of light, thanks to Bonanza and stuff. But Bonanza is a part of the timeline. I don't know why people say it's like disconnected, but no, it's a part of the Donkey Kong timeline. And then there was Power Guy. I have to be his Castlevania video was a masterpiece of video. Amazing work, Power Guy. Glad you're making content again, like in the 2022, 2023 era. Because it's 2024, he was mostly into the live stream stuff. So I'm kind of glad he's back to making the simpler, regular uploads again, like in 2022 and 2023. So yeah, that was August 17th. And August 18th, I finished both the 16-bit Contras and stuff. Alien Wars on Hardcore on SNES/Genesis. They were both really fun games, despite them being short. Shinobi Art of Vegans, there was the Eggman DLC and stuff. And then I had to cancel these 2 games, that being My Friend Pedro and 10 Second Ninja, because they were like suffering a lot on my computer. 10 Second Ninja was giving me that Game Maker Studio pop-up crash and stuff, and My Friend Pedro just kept freezing and lagging, and I had to turn off the computer, and that happened like 2 and 3 times, so I had to cancel both of them because they were just going to keep doing that. But I substitute them and made them up for it by playing through Luna Sista and Froggo's Adventure. Both were a pretty short 3D platformer and 2D platformer, and both were pretty fun, honestly. Yeah, they're just short and stuff. And then free New Lives games, Stick It to the Stickmen. If you don't know, they were the same guys who made, where's that game they made? Where was it? The game that they made previously was, Angerfoot and stuff. Wait, where's my Angerfoot playlist? Oh, here it is. Sorry, I was getting a bit worried there. But they made Angerfoot, and they made a new game, which was Stick It to the Stickman, where you're basically trying to play as this office employee. I already explained in my review. But let's say you hate corrupted CEO offices, but you became the sore thing to destroy. Now you're the CEO. That's why I quit playing, for a reason. And then August 9th, that was August 18th. Now August 19th, there was the Kirby Air Riders Part 2 Direct, and it was great. It looks a lot more better than Mario Kart World, and it's what Mario Kart World should have been. Sakurai did a 10 out of 10 job, but I don't think it's not really kind of fair at the same time, because I think they're both racing games in different directions. I think the Kirby Air Riders is probably more focused like on speed and more like competitive, while Mario Kart World was kind of just laid back and just family friendly. But because of what Nintendo did to the update, and it seems Nintendo doesn't seem to be caring about this game, I'm gonna have to stop playing it permanently for good. I have no more reason to play it anymore. And yeah. And of course, well, Silk Song is already out now, but Silk Song was coming. This was basically at Gamescom and stuff. There was also Outer Worlds 2, Cold of the Lamb DLC, Ninja Gaiden 4, Sonic and Pac-Man, crossover in the racing game, Sonic racing game, Monster Hunter Final Fantasy Club, I don't know how to pronounce that, Oshumiya new trailer, Bubsy, oh boy, what could possibly go wrong? 4D, which actually looks better than 3D, honestly. Yeah, Indiana Jones on Switch 2. No, I think it was already out, I'm not sure. Voidbreaker, Ghost of Yori. I apologize if I'm pronouncing some of that wrong. And yeah, and of course I canceled 10 Second Ninja because of the Game Maker Studio idiot crash. And then, so I'm gonna spoil some stuff for my Super Mario ROM hack and stuff. But no, it's still going pretty good. I had to redo some stages, and that was Tool Dash 3 and Tool Dash 4. I'm not gonna reveal what those stages were, but I'm just naming just the number and stuff in World 2. And yeah, it's still like, it's still in good development progress and stuff. It's mostly around 91% done, but I don't want to rush it, and I want to like still go back and redo another set of levels. This time I'll give you guys a hint. It's in World 3 this time that I'm redoing. And yeah, because the thing about with my last Rixland game, Mario Mushroom Rixland 4 Trip to Nano Island, I did rush a lot on the final world and stuff. And yeah, so I don't want to do it again for Mario and Mushroom Rixland 5 and stuff. I'm still working on it. It's still going well. Don't worry, guys. It's not canceled. And when the next Small Central C3 comes, I'm going to showcase it. And yeah, and that was August 19th. Now August 20th, my review on Mario Paint 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition and stuff. And also Fire Legendary Splatoon 2. I reviewed it and stuff. And then there was Small Central C3 coming up, and there's Silk Song and stuff. And that was the second part of August 2025. The highlights was Gamescom, Silk Song, Video Game Donkey, Doltaroo, Spaghetti and Meatballs, 100% a Contra Anniversary Collection, Power Guys Castlevania video, which was amazing and hilarious. Finished lots of video games, like 8 to 9 video games, honestly. Which, yeah. And then there was 8 Hours' 20th, birthday celebration and stuff, and yeah. And that was part 2 of August. Moving on to the final and third act of August 2025. Don't worry, this is going to be very fast and stuff. This won't take that long. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Now, I normally am not going to search things up, but because of this was basically something crazy. But Silk Song was revealed on Team Cherry's YouTube account and stuff. And it was basically, just so dang hyped to finally get the release date and stuff for Silk Song. It's finally out here, and September 4th, it came out and stuff. It's already out, and I already have got the regular ending, and I'm gonna get the post-game content ending, and yeah. So yeah, September 4th, here I come and stuff, and yeah, finally after the 7, wait, it started in 2019, so, wait, did it start in 18 or 19? I don't remember, I think it was 19 or something, so it took like 6 or 7 years, I think, yes, but the wait was finally over. But it was worth the wait. It's gonna win maybe Indie Game of the Year, not Game of the Year, because usually it's a AAA game that's gonna win, so that's either Clear Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Those are my top 3 contenders and stuff. Or maybe Ninja Gaiden 4 or something, but we're going to have to find out about that game. And then there was Devil May Cry Season 2 and stuff, but I'm not really interested in the show, so yeah. And then, of course, Small Central C3 Summer 2025 has begun and stuff. I showcased my Super Mario ROM hack project, which was Mario and the Golden Star. Now, to tell you about the update on that game, yes, I'm just around finishing stuff, but the thing why it's taking that long, it's because, well, it was due to Hollow Knight Silk Song. But don't worry. On August 17, that game should be now officially coming out. Sorry, guys. It was just Hollow Knight Silk Song took up my time. It took over my time. It destroyed all my time. And honestly, I intended that because I wanted to put all my focus on that game, even if I forgot to release Mario and the Golden Star. Sorry about that, guys. I just couldn't help myself. Silk Song was just, oh my god, so good. That final boss with Grandmother Silk was just pure peak set 'em up. But sorry about that, guys. But don't worry. It's going to come August 17th. And then I bought SpongeBob Cosmic for Nintendo Switch 1 and stuff, just to show my love and appreciation for SpongeBob before when Times of the Tide comes out this year and stuff, to prepare myself. And then, of course, Super Mario Central C3 Thread was now live and stuff, and I revealed the name, Mario the Golden Star. That was August 23rd. And August 24th, I finished the video games. Retrospect on Bioshock was great. And I bought Split Fiction for Nintendo Switch 2, and I had a really great time playing it, honestly. The split screen gimmick was actually pretty great. And for a company that is known to be scummy and stuff, I won't lie, that game was actually pretty great. But that doesn't mean I'm going to keep buying more stuff from UEA. I still don't trust you guys. But you get my sense for, making some fun platforming split screen game and stuff. And then FPI, who was one of my favorite Super Mario ROM hackers ever, commented on my thread and stuff. Honestly, it was just amazing, and I just could not believe he loved my level design and stuff. My beach level I showcased on Mario and the Golden Star, because I got inspired from his level design. So finally, it felt like it paid off. He finally appreciated my level design for having some unique setups with the thwomps and ball and chains and taps and the boost platforms and stuff, and the throw blocks, making some fun setups. Thank you, man. It was like meeting my favorite celebrity. I'm sorry if I'm comparing it like a celebrity. I know FPI is a regular human too, and he's busy and stuff. But thank FPI. It's never that, normal. It's never like common that you get to meet one of your favorite, game developers or authors or ROM hack creators or artists, commenting that they enjoyed your work and stuff. So thank you, FPI. And yeah, are in the golden star, and then this is where and then this is Mario Golden Star, and then this is where I played through Shinobi and stuff for Master System. It was fun, but that final boss was a bit too much and stuff. But yeah, I finished it for the Sega Master System. And yeah, final day of C3 and stuff. Also, there was Amper Sam's Fish Pinnacle collab entry, and my entry was Fish Boil, which I think it's somewhere here if you can find it. I think it's right after part, but there was my Fish Palenko entry and stuff, which was basically, fish boil and stuff, and yeah. And I was in the collab and stuff, and Ampersand Serval Central C3 collab, the Fish Palenko. And farewell, Up Down Select, thank you for hard work on YouTube. If you don't know who he was a YouTuber I used to watch, but now he retired from YouTube. But I'm going to miss his content, but I wish him the best of luck of his future. And Cracker Barrel, if you don't know what it is, it's an American restaurant. They changed their logo. I really don't care, honestly. I haven't really eaten that place since, 2021. I ate that place back in 2021 just once, but I thought it was okay and stuff. I finally finished playing Metroid for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was a great game. I enjoyed it. Gears of War Reloaded is out and stuff. I'm surprised to see that series back. Happy birthday, Imuchu. And then I finished playing The Revenge of Shinobi. It was a great game, but oh my god, man, that ending of the final boss was just, I'm sorry, it was bad. It was just not fun. It was just way too hard. I wanted a challenge. Silk Song's final boss was a great hard challenge, but Revenge of Shinobi's final boss was a bad one. It just didn't really feel fun. And then there was the Shinobi Art of Vegans commercial. Oh yeah, that was August 27th. So August 28th, there was the Shinobi Art of Vegans commercial. And it was just so funny and stuff, and I loved it, honestly. And yeah. Then there's the Kirby Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 edition and stuff, and then Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Remastered. Both of those games are out. I have both of them now and stuff, and yeah. And then I finished playing Sonic Mania on Streets of Rage 4 to prepare myself for Shinobi Art of Vegans and stuff, and yeah, Shinobi Art of Vegans is out. And yeah, it was definitely fantastic. I definitely enjoyed it, and I definitely overall had a, really great time with it and stuff. Already bought it. Yeah. Now it came out on August 29th, 2000 August 28th. So now August 29th, it came out, but I already bought it earlier. I already played it earlier and stuff. So yeah. But now the rest of the public can play it. Super Mario Central C3 has ended. The voting open, but now it's now closed. Mario Paint with Angry Video Game Nerd, which was surprisingly fitting for the Nintendo Switch 2's Mario Paint, honestly. I'm not sure you probably timed that perfectly, but James Wolf, you probably timed that perfectly. Angry Video Game 8-bit. No, sorry, not. Why did I say demo? No. The 8-bit. Okay. Let me type this. 8-bit full game is coming October 22, and I'm really hyped for that. Honestly, I think it kind of fits. It has that kind of spooky vibe going on and stuff, so I can see why it comes out in the month of Halloween. And I think that's pretty much August. Yeah, it was actually pretty much more faster here. A month that's mostly going back to school. Well, for me, it was going back to my second year of university. I should mention my second year of university has started on the third week of August. So that's another reason why I haven't been able to have time to make this video, and also why Mario and the Golden Star got a bit delayed and stuff. Not only because of Hollow Knight Silksong, but because of my second year of university. So I'm getting a bit more less free time to work on my personal projects and stuff. But don't worry, I can make it up, I can manage it and stuff. I'll be able to get most of it done, get most of my university work done, and hopefully get a lot of free time and stuff. So don't worry, guys, I'm managing perfectly fine. You don't need to worry about me and stuff, and I know how to manage it and stuff. But yeah, but that was basically August. For a month that has no holiday, surely a lot of stuff did happen during this month and stuff, so yeah. And that was the third final part of August. So the highlights were Metal Gear Solid 5 Delta Snake, Gears of War Remake, Kirby and the Forgotten Land DLC, Super Mario Central C3, and my Super Mario ROM hack. Mario and the Golden Star FPI commented on it, and I'm going to release it, September 17th this month. And then Shinobi Art of Vegans was amazing. Hollow Knight Silksong is finally not real, and I finished it already, the main ending. So now I'm trying to get the true ending, the post-game content, and yeah. And that was August 2025. So yeah, farewell August 2025. And yeah. So yeah, that was August 2025. So yeah, farewell August 2025, and yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and farewell August 2025.